I'ma keep this scrap on me, but I'm a full-time fit.
Fortnite has finally released their first teaser for the new Ballistics mode, and it is a first-person experience. So we're going to go ahead and check out what they have in store. So this is Fortnite's Ballistic mode. It is a 5v5 first-person shooter experience, and so it's going to be teams of 5 versus 5. It's going to be really interesting to see how all of the support weapons are going to come into play. Are bushes going to be useful? Porta-forts, balloons, are those items going to be in a game mode that's very grounded? And here's what the website has to say about it. So Fortnite goes first person with Ballistic, a tactical 5v5 shooter in early access, December 11th. Welcome to Ballistic, a new first-person Fortnite experience launching in early access on December 11th with ranked and unranked. Ballistic is an adrenaline-filled, round-based 5v5 competitive game mode where strategy, tactical teamwork, and individual prowess are essential for victory. With the release of LEGO Fortnite, Festival Mode, Rocket Racing, right? I almost said Rocket League. Fortnite has put themselves into a vast selection of gaming, and why not step into the ring with Call of Duty Battlefield? So now is the time for something like this. First person, full impact. What does early access mean for Ballistic? Ballistic is launching with the Skyline 10 map, a starting set of weapons, and a limited number of items. Adjustments will be made beyond launch based on player feedback, in addition to major updates such as new maps, weapons, and features. So the map is called Skyline 10, and it sounds like it's going to start off very minimal, and as players give feedback, they'll be able to add more to the game mode. Ballistic is launching in early access with the Skyline 10 map, with more maps to come in the future. This is not unreasonable because we do technically only have one map in Fortnite Battle Royale, but of course there's so many locations it doesn't get old or tired. This one is probably going to be a lot smaller and they're only starting with one map, but as they mentioned here, they're going to release more and more maps as time goes on. It's very interesting that their map is in theme with this current season, very Japanese cultured theme. Just looking at these images here, you see B and you see A, so it's probably markers that are telling you where the enemy team is. Maybe it's a capture the flag style map. Maybe it's a capture point style map where you have to head over to that targeted area. And it says here, Ballistic is a no build mode. All saved presets from your locker will carry over into Ballistics, which supports existing Fortnite outfits, backblings, kicks, wraps, sprays, and emotes. Pickaxes, contrails, instruments, vehicles, and jam tracks are not used or supported. So you're not, right now, going to get any executions with your pickaxe. Your pickaxe can't even be used as a melee weapon in this game mode. But we'll see where that goes. Imagine takedowns in Fortnite, like Call of Duty, with your pickaxe. And it says, at launch, Ballistic will be available on all platforms and regions where Fortnite is supported, with the exceptions of South Korea and Russia. We're working to make Ballistic available in both regions and will provide an update when we have news to share. Interesting. South Korea and Russia? They're kind of going through it right now, so I guess they're just still working on that. Round by round. In Ballistic, players are sorted into two teams at the start of the match, attackers and defenders. Attackers aim to plant a reality-tearing rift point device at one of two sites on the map, while defenders do their best to thwart the device from being planted and detonated. So this is a lot like Rainbow Six Siege. One team has to go in, plant a device, the other team needs to defend it and dismantle the device before it explodes. There are no respawns in Ballistic. A round is over if the rift point device explodes or either team is fully eliminated. After 6 rounds, players will swap sides, giving defenders a chance to be attackers and vice versa. The game is over when either team has won 7 rounds total. Wow, it really is going to be fast-paced. Go Ballistic. You'll start the game with the Ranger pistol and 800 credits. In Ballistic, credits can be earned from scoring eliminations, planting the rift point device, and spent within the match at the beginning of every round on additional items and weapons to bolster your chances of success. So you're investing in your future wins, and you have to make that sacrifice. Am I going to win this match if I equip this weapon? Do I want to spend the credits that way? Survive a round, and you'll keep all of your gear and shields for the next one, minus any consumable items you've used. You can drop weapons, smoke grenades, and flashbangs at any time for your teammates and pick them up from eliminated players. So if one guy's totally killing it, he can actually support the rest of his team by dropping equipment. The rift point device takes 45 seconds to detonate after it's planted. If it's successfully defended, you'll want to move a fair distance away or run the risk of being eliminated in the device's blast radius. Getting eliminated by the blast means losing any gear you may have. Really clean and simple right there. You don't want to die. by any means. Whether the match is over, maybe the final round, it's worth just blowing yourself up. But yeah, getting away from the explosion is going to be a part of the game, which is also kind of scary if you need to defend it from being disarmed. You can check the scoreboard at any time during a ballistic match to see how you and your teammates are doing and to know what weapons and items your teammates are working with. That way you'll know if someone's being stealthy, if someone's going in heavy, and you can all help coordinate the fight together. Assault rifles are the bread and butter of ballistic, great for both medium and long range encounters, so you have your assault rifles on hand. Shotguns are the best friend when it's time to get up close and personal. Now, in reality, with a lot of these game modes, assault rifles just take the cake. Everyone likes using assault rifles. Shotguns are going to be really useful when rounding corners. We don't know what this map is going to feel like or what Fortnite in first person is going to feel like unless we've played some of these creative modes. But if it's like these other games, like Call of Duty, round that corner, you never know what's on the other side. And if you're moving fast, you're going to want a shotgun on hand. Quick and deadly, submachines are a weapon class that pairs well with the element of surprise. So it's going to have, there's a silenced option for the assault rifle, but it looks like up close and personal, maybe get a little distance on there. It's going to be good to have an SMG on hand. By the time you hear one of these go off, it may be too late. I love sniping in any game, so snipers are going to be available in this game mode, which means the map is going to accommodate sections for sniping. Trusted, reliable, compact, and excellent when you're on a budget. Pistols, you're going to start off with a pistol, and so you can use it to save money. You can use it to save credits so you can spend more later. But it sounds like pistols are going to be the default option when entering any match. Create a wall of smoke to obscure an enemy's line of sight. We're getting smoke grenades, but that's a totally different style than the smoke grenades we've seen in the past. Toss in a flashbang to blind opponents before skirmishing. But beware, you can blind yourself and your teammates if you're not careful. We've never seen flashbangs in Fortnite before, so that's going to be a brand new weapon to this game mode, and it may be something that can transfer over to Battle Royale. Flex gadgets. So this answers my question from earlier. What's it going to be like with all of these support items? And it looks like they're keeping it pretty basic now in the beginning. Every ballistic match starts with players on each team selecting one of the 5 flex gadgets that they alone will be able to purchase and use during the match. Players can purchase the gadget they've selected and hold 2 of their flex gadgets in their inventory each round, which cannot be dropped or picked up from other players. When used correctly, flex gadgets can have a huge impact on the outcome of the round. So flex gadgets, they function different than the flashbangs or the smoke grenades we saw earlier. These are isolated to you as you select them. Select the proximity mine to place a damaging mine down on the floor, wall, or ceiling to surprise an unsuspecting enemy. They can be picked back up and placed again and will explode if shot. Great for booby-trapping sites when defending. We've seen the proximity mine before, and I'm wondering if it's going to jump off the floor or wall like it does in Battle Royale, but we'll see. The bubble shield allows for throwing down a temporary protective bubble that's impervious to bullets and projectiles such as grenades. It's great for providing a shield for your team as you storm into a site. So we're going to have a lot of support items. The bubble shield is going to be something you can use just in the moment when you need to reload and the fight's getting hot. So bubble shields are going to be in this game mode. The recon grenade gadget marks any enemies detected nearby where it's thrown, even through walls. Throw a recon gadget onto a site before entering to get a read on who might be waiting to get the drop on you. So it's going to be very hard to camp in this game mode when someone's rocking an item like that, which adds to its fast-paced environment. Old Faithful, a thrown frag grenade, will bounce and explode, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Careful, you'll take damage from your own grenades, though your allies will not. Great for flushing players out from behind cover. So your basic grenade, but friendly fire is off so you can't hurt your teammates. That's good to know. But you can hurt yourself, so watch out. The Impulse Grenade gadget is a disruptive tool that launches enemies and allies away. It has many creative uses, such as launching teammates onto a site from afar. Wow. Now, we've seen the Impulse Grenade used in Battle Royale very effectively, but with the camera so zoomed in on your character, it's going to be very interesting to see how players utilize it to traverse the map quickly. Ranked and unranked. Unranked play offers a more casual ballistic experience if you're just looking to have fun with your friends or try out the mode. This is a great place to practice your aim and get a feel for the flex gadgets. If a player drops from an unranked match, another player will be added as a backfill. After an unranked match ends, players have the option to remain on the same server. Great, so we will be able to jump in and out of matches that are currently happening, which is not something that we can do in Battle Royale. So it looks like neither team will ever have an unfair advantage over the other, and that they'll always try to keep the lobbies full. Ranked is for those who want to test their talents against other players in a more competitive environment. Ranked matches will not backfill players should someone leave. If you leave a ranked match, a rank penalty will be applied and you will not be able to join another match for a period of time. So they will punish you if you are jumping in and out of matches that aren't doing well. And what's even better or worse with ranked mode, you're going to want to be on a dedicated team, because if someone leaves, you have no backup and you're going to have to finish the match. And I understand that can get very tiring when your whole team is left and there's 3 of you remaining and you're just getting totally wiped out by the enemy. You'll want to leave too, but it looks like they'll even punish you for leaving early. Players who disconnect from a match have a 3-minute grace period to reconnect before the penalty is applied. More information can be found by clicking on your current rank on the bottom right of the screen while in the lobby for Ballistic, then selecting Leaver Penalties. These penalties may change over time to ensure that players who join a ranked match play their best and stay for the whole match. So you're going to want to support your team whether you know them or not, whether you lose or not. You're going to want to stay in the matches when you're playing ranked mode. Unlike ranked Battle Royale and Reload, matchmaking in ranked Ballistic is based on the average rank of your party, not your party's highest ranking member. We'll be closely monitoring feedback around ranked matchmaking and will be making adjustments as needed. Interesting. So Battle Royale really takes emphasis on who the highest ranking member is, and in this game mode it's just going to be a accumulation of all of your skills together. The winning team gains rank in Ballistic and the losing team loses rank. The exact amount each player gains or loses is influenced by the following, in order from most to least impactful: their current rank. So if you're a really high rank, you're going to go down probably more quickly. The rounds won. So if you're doing well in the rounds but you lose the match, they'll probably show you a little grace. The amount of rounds lost. If you're totally losing every round, you're going to go down in rank, no questions asked. Eliminations and assists. So if you're on the losing team, but you're the one that's putting in all of the work, they're probably going to show you a little grace. AFK or leaving players will have an additional rank loss. So if you try to leave early or you just step away from your computer to, I don't know, get a glass of water or snack, you're going to be punished for that in ranked mode. Your rank will be protected if you lose your first match of the day. We've seen that again in Battle Royale, where they do protect you on your first ranked match of the day, just so you can warm up. Settings options for Ballistic. Adjust your settings to fit your playstyle. New reticle and damage feedback options have been added under Game UI in the settings menu. You can now customize and set the following. Show spread, first person. Toggle whether the reticle will expand to show your weapon's spread. Show recoil. Toggle whether the recoil will move away from the screen center to show recoil. Interesting. So you're going to get recoil whether you like it or not, but if you actually turn on that setting, you can adjust your playstyle to where your reticle goes based on the recoil of the gun. That might make you a better shot, but will probably have you playing like John Wick. And that's everything we know so far from Ballistic. I think that was a great breakdown of what's to come. It's definitely in its early stages, but I think it's going to garner a whole new fan base for Fortnite. I don't immediately seeing the Call of Duty team come and jump over to this game mode, just because Call of Duty also has their own Battle Royale, but I can see a lot of Rainbow Six players switching over. Thank you guys for stopping by. That's all we have today. If you like these updates, go ahead and hit us with a subscribe. If you like this video or you're looking forward to Ballistic mode, hit us with a like button. Let us know in the comments down below what you're expecting out of this game mode and what you would like to see. That being said, we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Have a good one.